Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to the channel. Now normally on this channel I work on cars like this 2001 Mercedes S-Class, which is a super comfortable ride. I've also worked on vehicles like these, a 2006 Range Rover Sport and a 2007 Range Rover Supercharged, which are both also very comfortable. Now the way I get vehicles like this home is with a pickup truck, like this one. Now I've gotten used to being really comfortable in things like Mercedes and Land Rovers, so I want to make this comfortable as well. So today we're going to be installing power seats in a truck that didn't have power seats. So let's get to it. These are the original manual cloth seats from the XLG trim package this truck came with. Now these seats, as you can see, are from a Lariat trim truck, and they have power features. So the recline is the same handle, lumbar is the same knob, but we have forward and reverse, which covers all the features the standard seat has. But then we have height, front tilt, and rear tilt, which gives you a lot of adjustability for extra comfort on a long trip. You can adjust things a bit as you go, stay comfy, so it's a nice upgrade. Plus, they're leather too, which will be a nice upgrade over the cloth. So let me show you how to wire this up, because you can actually do this in any vehicle that has power seats that only require power and ground. So you can use this as inspiration for your truck, or just follow along for a Super Duty of this generation. Now the first thing you want to do is remove the original seats in center console or center seat, and then we'll be able to work on all the wiring. So let's cut to when I had the seats already out of the truck. All right, so as you can see, my front seats are out, and we have a lot of electrical accessories here that we're going to use to add power seats to this truck that did not have it from the factory. Right here, I've removed the fuse box panel, and interestingly enough, there are two 30-amp fuses that are in place for the power seat circuits. So it's not wired in, there's no wires going in, but it is set up to have them. So what I found is that if we pull these out, these are fuses 112 and 114. 112 for the driver's side, 114 for the passenger side. And these are, as you can see, like spades. The bottom spade is constant 12 volt on both. And I'm actually going to use that to grab a wire to grab power to power the seats. Now, since I'm not using the fuses that are in place, I'm actually going to add a fuse later in the circuit so that we're still fused, which protects the circuit. But yeah, we'll be popping our 12 volt wire for the power seats into here. Now the way we're going to do that is with a spade connector on a piece of wire. And when you do that, you can actually just pop it on right here, slide it on, and then we can run the wire over, and I'll do that for both. And I've actually cut a little slot in here. You probably want to just do one slot right here for the wire to come out. I ended up starting here, but you want to avoid the clips here that retain the cover, so I probably would say just make your slot over here. But that will allow me to run the wires through and still seal up the fuse box. Now with this wire, I'm going to run it down in here into the step and up under the mat over to here. And then either I'll run the other one to the other side, or I'll run it under here, across, and into there. So first thing we're going to do is run this wire up behind this panel. So we run this back here. Doing the driver's seat. So driver's seat is 112 is left-hand power seats, which is this one here. So I'm going to plug that in right here. Now I have to figure out how to get this where I need it. Oh, there's a clip here. Okay. Oh, it's a big Christmas tree clip. Look at that. Kick panel right here, that's what it's called. There's two clips here and here. Sometimes if you're not sure, you can look up a part and see the pictures. There we go. See one right here, and then the Christmas tree clip back here. All right, now I'm gonna grab this I'm gonna use this super big zip tie to feed this up. You can also, you know what, maybe I could go from this side. Okay, you know what, we'll do it in 2 stages. Go through here. And tape this wire here, pull it through. And if I tight it, nope, not enough tape. If you put enough tape, usually it works. Got it right here. Yep. Looks pretty good. Now while we're here, I'm gonna run the other wire. I'm gonna run it over. So I'm gonna strip this, attach my connector here that's gonna go on the fuse box. Okay. So I'm gonna fish this up here. I'll do the same thing again here. There we go. Did I get it? I got it. Nice. That's our other wire in. Actually, since that's run here, I can put this panel back on. I'll keep them locked in. There we go. Put a giant Christmas tree clip back in. I think, yep, there we go. It helps us lock these wires in. Now since that's done here, we're gonna ground it to the chassis somewhere else, so in the middle, probably on one of the studs or bolts. So we can pop this back on. If we left enough slack, should be just fine here. There we go. Perfect. Now if we want to check, make sure this is powered, just pop this on here. Check this on the ground. Yep. Perfect. 12 volts. Awesome. Now I just need to run this over to the passenger side. Okay, now using the same method as earlier, I'm gonna fish this through under the carpet, make it nicer. And I'm gonna work from here to here, to there, to the other opening. All right, so I have my wire coming out there, got my other wire coming out here. And now we're gonna focus on this and wiring it up for the power seat. And the first thing I wanna do is put an inline fuse holder. Since we don't have a fuse up here for it, we're gonna put it down here. So I want a decent amount of length here. Not too much, but not too little. So probably go to here. This is black, but it is going on the positive side. Crimp this. Nice and strong connection here. And then we want to make another connection. We have our plug here because the wires on the seat are cut. And what we're going to do is going to open this up and we're going to put this on the car side. So this is going to go to the fuse and our other side will go to our ground. Whatever we decide to use as ground. I do wish this were red. It would be a little nicer, more consistent. So don't forget, we got 30 amp fuse in right here. And that will be accessible under the seat. So if something goes wrong, we can check it. So that's good. And then this we'll worry about on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing over there. You'll notice this is a 4-wire connector. They ran out of 2-wire and we were trying to get this job done today. But we can use that for the heated seat one day in the future when we decide to add that. Now I just need to get this wire into here, so I'm gonna leave, I guess, this much. Oh, need a fuse in there. 12 volts, all right. So I've run a ground wire here, along here, and it's grounded at this bolt right here. I'm gonna find a similar spot on the other side and take care of that as well. Right here, this is a little 8mm bolt. It has a good ground. It actually has a ground in there already from the factory. And we're gonna pop this on for another ground for the driver's side. Boom, there we go. And now we can wire this to our new connector. All right, so I have some, I guess I'll try the solid black as ground. I got these two wires. Clip this black one to ground and the red one to the black with the white stripe. This might depend on the seat you get. Now I'm gonna power these with the battery, motorcycle battery. My negative is here, so positive connects first over here. Negative right here. Okay, well, let's see if it works. They all work? Seems like it. Everything? Awesome. Okay. Okay, so the black with the white stripe on this seat is positive and the solid black is ground. Now I connect this, I'll have to have you tilt that up, if you don't mind. Okay. On this seat, it was the green wire and the black wire. Okay. Back, forward, down. First try. All right. Now it's time to put the seats back in. So we're gonna start with the middle seat, the jump seat / center console. That goes on this stud. There's a bolt that goes back there. Oh, let me come help you. Adjust it. Okay, front, right side, door, yep, there we go. So with the wiring all done, we also used some plastic wiring sleeve to protect it. And funnily enough, before we installed this, one of the wires got pinched between the seat mechanism and the stud on the truck and actually shorted out, and it blew the fuse, so everything worked properly. So we ended up having to cut the wire, re-splicing it in, and then with this on it, it shouldn't happen anymore. So that all looks really good. So overall, it's a really big upgrade to comfort and convenience, and we were able to do it without too much trouble. So that's the power seat upgrade done. If this video helped you out, don't forget to leave a like, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Now I know you probably also noticed the center console in here, and I'll be making a video about that in the future, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you also want to watch me work on cheap European cars, be sure to stick around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.